Hello, this is Bradmus 1981, just doing a quick video of another unboxing from Tar Heel Ants. This is so far the last thing I ordered for the holiday, what Mac calls the holiday Black Friday deal. Doing things a little differently. I have my little, that's what they're referred to in the Big Brother program. Say hello.
Hey.
Alright. Popcorn. Yay, fun stuff. Love the packing job. The infamous, legendary Tar Heel Ants popcorn. Annoying, but as I said many times, necessary. Now this is a new product from Tar Heel Ants called the Aerie. It's a formicarium that has the actual nest elevated inside the outworld. Okay. Right on top is the plunger for the hole that's probably going to be drilled into the formicarium / outworld. So Mac did a little different job on these because I think these had to be a little more, I know the proper wording is not more careful, but these had to be packed with a little more care because of the way they're designed. I think that's good enough for now. You want to get a little closer, Jordan, so you can see the formicarium come out inside here, so people can see how it's packed. All right.
Oh, is it gonna come out now? There you go. Lots of stuff stuck to the bottom of the side, so be wary of that.
Yep. So typically when he ships an outworld, this is heavy. He doesn't put material inside of it, but like I said, because the nest is actually inside and it's elevated on like a root, I'm not surprised the way he packed it. This is really how it should be packed. Almost kind of like if those you ever buy like a custom-made or semi-custom-made computer, how the inside of the computer case usually has some type of packing protection, so the loose items inside don't rattle around. Same concept. Oh, the fun part. Now, just for those of you that are aware, Mac is making more of these, at least that's what he said. Lately, the last week or two, he's been concentrating on trying to get like rush orders done before the holidays for those that need the orders done and delivered by Christmas. So, but he is planning on adding more, and I don't know if he's done on the website yet, which is tarheelants.com, by the way. But I believe this is going to be something he's going to be doing in the future as long as he continues to have success with it and people are liking it, of course. But you'll be able to order it without like pre-made. That's my understanding. But don't quote me. Now the only thing that I can say right off the bat that I prefer on these, but I don't know last time I spoke to Mac, I don't know if he said he could do it or not. Imagine he could, but I don't want to say anything and find out it's not true. But I'm a big fan of what he calls the AQ box, or the museum quality acrylic. Obviously, I'm also a fan of the museum glass, but I'm talking mainly for the outworlds. I'm not a huge fan of these typical, like, standardized boxes. The plastic can scratch a little more easily compared to the better material, and I prefer the magnetic lids, even though the magnets sometimes break off, or because they're pretty strong. And more unwrapping. By the way, if you haven't noticed, my quote little, always hated that word, but how else really, I mean, really, what am I gonna, if you're part of the program, there's really no other way to say it. His name is Jordan, by the way.
Yep.
Pond scum, amongst other things they call him.
So lots of protection on these.
Well, you'll see why in a moment. Oh, bit of a workout. So, yeah. Like I said, nothing wrong with these lids. Some people like them. I just really prefer the museum quality acrylic. That's what Mac refers to it. I'm not sure what type of plastic it is, but it's basically the tops are magnetically held together, the lids. Damn, he put this on tight. I don't think he used any tape. I'm not seeing any tape. No, it's not tape. Obviously, I don't want to break it, so I'm going to gently kind of, you can see what I'm doing over here, but gently just sticking my knife blade in between the cracks to help pop it up, the lid. Not using the sharp side, I don't want to try not to scratch. There we go. Some sand's gonna come out, but that's okay. Hear it. Some people want to come closer, Jordan, while I'm getting this foam pieces out. And so the idea is the nest is actually here. I believe that's museum glass. I'm pretty sure I asked Mac for museum glass. If not, no big deal. So the idea is the nest is here, and then the outwards is all around. So the only really kind of big concern or large difference is how do you heat the nest, because it's elevated and it is inside the outworld. So what Mac has been doing, my understanding, is using heat lamps that focus on the nest. Or another thing that he's suggested to me in the past and other people is to put your formicariums in like a large fish tank or like some type of enclosure like that, and then using heat lamps to just warm up a little ambient, almost like a little sauna, inside the tank, where it makes inside the tank the ambient heat much hotter.
And then can you turn that around to show off the other side of it?
Yeah, well, in a moment. I gotta get these foam pieces, a real pain in the arse. But see. Yep, looks good. Some scratches in the bottom, but who cares? I don't care.
So pretty high quality.
I will say this, Mac. If you're watching this, you may want to come up with a different material to put inside besides these peanuts. Because, I mean, to get things packed properly and safely, as a customer, I can say, we'll put up with a lot, but this is particularly a pain in the arse. That's another thing. I don't want to break off any more crud, and I'll vacuum this out before I don't have anything planned to put in here immediately anyway. So almost done. Yeah. So I don't. Did I mention the name, Jordan? I can't remember.
I don't believe you did.
Oh, so yeah. So the name of this new formicarium style, or what we're going to call it, is Mac is calling it the Aerie. I'm pretty sure he's using that from the Game of Thrones TV show. What the Aerie was the castle like above the cliffs on the huge hill, kind of suspended there barely. I think that's pretty much his idea. Could be wrong, but I doubt it. So if you're looking for something like this, just go on tarheelants.com, look up the Aerie. Right now, if there's going to be any, would probably be under the Black Friday sales. So the idea is, like I said, the nest is here, and then you would preferably put the food items up here. Mac has said he's had some really good luck with elevating the food sources to make the ants kind of work for it more, to keep them engaged, I guess. But yep, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Another drawback is the water tower. You got to fill it up from here versus outside. It's not that big of a deal, but technically a drawback. But now this is I believe his smallest Aerie that he's made. He's actually made a larger one too. So, and I don't know how crazy he's gonna get. Another thing I want to mention is that he's told me that he's had some success with drilling underneath and to get into the nest and possibly put a heating cable inside. Now, he didn't really give me any crazy details, and honestly, I don't really remember too much exactly what he said. So I just asked that you don't, take it for what it's worth. But I know he is working on other ideas to figure out ways to heat the nest other than just a heat lamp. So, the lid back on. Yeah, like I said, that's why I'm a fan of the magnetic, because when it popped, and that would have been it. This one's going to be a little feisty to get on and off, but it's all right. So again, this is an unboxing video from Bradimus 1981 from Tar Heel Ants. Feel free to look them up, and if you have any questions, they also have a fan page or / group on Facebook. You can just type in a search Tar Heel Ants, and it should come up. And again, this is Bradimus 1981, my little Jordan, aka Pond Scum, cameraman. And I hope you have a great holiday and a great New Year. Take care.